Welcome back to Careful Boys. We're very careful boys. Today we're talking about how your parents disciplined you.
About beating our fucking asses.
Okay.
All of us really had parents that did that?
Yeah.
My mom used to beat the brakes off me.
Really? Is your mom the violent type, or the creative type, or the
She was the
cold, silent treatment type?
She was the violent type. But then there was a point where she kind of stopped doing that and then just would like nag us to death.
What's the worst ass beating you ever got?
Oh man, that's hard.
That was a long one.
There's a lot. I don't think there was one that was like really hard. It was just the sustained efforts across the board. Like she just was very consistent.
Dude, she went back to her corner and her coach was like, hey, like fucking holy shit.
What was her move?
She would just grab anything. Like she would grab. I remember.
I was just like, whatever you gotta do.
Yeah, well, do it.
Let's do it.
You gotta take me up, dude. You gotta fucking.
I was Vaselining her eyes while
Yeah.
like doing boxing.
My mom used to, those Hot Wheel tracks?
Oh yeah.
She would fucking smack me with those.
Those things hurt.
She would smack me with anything. Shoes, fucking belt, hangers, just like fucking anything.
You think she
Because I would always be a little big.
You say because I was fucking.
Yeah, I was definitely not fucking.
You was a fuck boy.
Yeah, just like, all the stories that we talked about, me writing fucking Margaret in the fucking drawer.
Yeah.
Just like, I would just do.
Greatest
You just
stories
did
of all
dumb
time.
weird shit,
Yeah,
huh?
because I was the youngest, and then I was kind of like by myself because my older sisters would always be together, so I'd always be like experimenting. I would always just be fucking around. I used to put things in the electric sockets.
Oh yeah, you need to be taught not to do that.
You need to be disciplined.
Yeah, dude, she just fucking smacked me up, and then she would just yell at me all the time. Because
Did you ever feel love from her though, or does it just feel like
I think
damn, she's just so fucking mean to me. I don't even want her to be my mom anymore.
No, because I think there was a point in me that like I knew that I was like fucking around, but then as I got older, my sisters were like, "Look, you were like a good kid. You weren't like that crazy, but also like." I think my mom just got a little carried away a little bit on certain things.
Do you forgive her or no?
Of course, yeah. It was a different time. Like, it's not like... I think if she had the tools to not do that, she would have. But I think there was a lot of things stacked against her at that time. Like she wasn't really getting that much support from like my dad as far as like parental stuff. So she was like, it was her to 3 kids. So she would kind of like rely on my sisters to like discipline me a little bit too.
She's pushing it to the limit.
She's pushing it to the limit, dude. She's making deals. She's shaking hands.
Bottom line, yeah. Bottom line.
Well, I'll tell you the time my mom disciplined my brother, and it was my fault.
Oh shit!
And you was laughing in the background, huh?
Oh, you regretted it, huh?
gaslighting.
Oh god.
Let's go.
All right, so my mom would always hide like the treats and the candies and stuff in different spots of the house, and I was the only one out of the family that would always find it. And so like one night I found the new stash and I like brought it to my brother's room. I was like, look what I found. And he's like, what? I was like, yeah, let's eat it here in your room. And so we ate all the snacks and we had a good time. And then I was like, yeah, let's just hide the wrappers here in your room. And he's like, all right, yeah, it's fine. Wow. Like, where else are we gonna hide it? We're like, I don't know, 6, 7.
Older brother, younger brother?
Older, a year older.
Yeah, it's his fault then.
He should have known better.
He should have.
He should have buried it
It's his fault.
outside.
It's actually not my fault.
Or he knew better and he was protecting you really well.
He
Sure.
sounds very agreeable.
Just wait till you hear the rest.
Okay, let's hear the rest.
To a detriment.
And so one day my mom went into my brother's room to like, I guess like clean and organize his room and found all these wrappers and was like, so you're the one that's stealing and like made this whole thing.
That's
like, so,
stealing?
Yeah, well I guess. And so
Finders keepers.
right, that's what I'm saying. And so she took all this candy and went up to my brother's room like, so you like candy, huh? Made him eat it, like all of it. Try to like, so you like candy? This is how you're gonna like stop eating candy.
It was like a pit my ride punishment.
Right? And then so like he's like crying and he's like eating the candy. He's like, yeah, but Kalyne's the one that found it. Blah, blah. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you did that?
And like my brother till this day was just like, and that's when I knew I was like, you're dead to me.
Till this day?
Dang!
Your brother's really funny. Your brother's really funny.
This day we don't talk.
Did you tell me like wasn't in the mood for candy?
Yeah, I was just like, I don't eat candy.
Yeah, I don't like candy. I like
Damn, dude.
She's like, why would the rappers be in your room if
Yeah,
I
was
ate
like,
them?
Wow.
I knew, exactly.
Like that's shady.
Exactly.
Hey, but that's his fault for trying to fucking take you down with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like imagine
did,
trying
actually.
to eat this
He did, yeah.
pile
He
of
could've just
candy
said,
and just
yeah.
like your stomach's hurting. Like at this point, you're just like, I don't even want to look at another piece of candy.
But
like,
if he wasn't a piece of shit, he'd have been like, I am a hungry boy. That's how you don't narc.
yeah, that's a real brother.
That's how you don't narc.
Hungry boy.
Yeah.
He's
I know we have a a very strict like no ratting anybody out rule, but I do feel like siblings are on a totally different plane,
They rat me out all the time.
right? It's just like it's siblings. It's like you could just sometimes ratting your sibling to your parents about like trivial shit.
Is it because it's like
Especially
it's like a
growing
safe
up.
space? It's
Yeah.
kind of like it stays within the family or
Also,
whatever.
I just think as siblings just have different rules with each other. You know what I mean? It's like I fucking don't like you, but I fucking have to love you always.
Yeah,
There's
we
a-
were either like
there's
best
a-
friends or worst enemies.
There's a
as
siblings
kids.
have each other's back rally, and Nick's the guy in the crowd is like,
I'm not buying it.
I don't know about this shit.
Dude, I remember my sister betrayed me, dude. She betrayed. She's my
Such
oldest.
strong words,
And
betray.
she was like, this is when I realized, as I got older, I was like, I can't trust my sisters, dude. I cannot trust them.
Even now, you can't trust them.
Low key, nah. Low key.
More like hiking now, huh?
Yeah. I was in high school. I was going out with my buddies, and they were like, they wanted to smoke some pot, and I was like 17 or something like that. We're driving around, and we hotbox somewhere, right? Me and two other homies. I drive back. They drop me off, and I just smell like reek of pot because my dumb ass. I was like, we roll the windows down. It's all good, you know.
So good.
But we were like 5 minutes away from my house, so it's like not that long of a drive. I come back, smell like pot. My mom was like, were you smoking? And I was like, no, I wasn't. I was just in the car. You know, I just fucking anything to get them off me. And I was baked as shit. So I was just like, just survive. So she's yelling at me all fucking day. She's like, yeah, I was getting it for sure. And then my sister comes to me the next morning. She's like, you okay? And I'm like, yeah. She goes, were you smoking pot? And I was like, she's like, I'm not going to tell mom.
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
I go, I was smoking pot, blah, blah, blah. She's like, all right, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Next day, my mom sits me down over eating breakfast, and she goes, so, Ashley told me you were smoking pot.
Oh, okay, that's different.
That's different.
That's different from just regular
What is
ratting.
that called? Fucking espionage or
Yeah,
some
I got
shit?
got, and I was
That's
like,
fucked up.
That's double cross right
double
there.
Yeah.
cross, bro. Fucking. That shit, and then ever since then, I have a complex of like, I ain't telling you guys.
Yeah, don't tell her shit,
bro.
Don't tell her fucking shit.
Nothing.
Don't tell her shit ever.
No wonder you didn't tell us shit for like 24 months on JK.
I got trust issues, bro. I don't tell
That's
none of you
messed up.
motherfuckers, dude.
Issues.
And you guys are all the same age as my sisters, so I'm just like, I don't trust none of
Not
you.
yet, dude.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Yeah.
fucked up.
That shit fucked me, bro.
Not any specific moment, but for some reason burned in my memory. I definitely remember my mom and my dad have two separate moments that definitely stuck with me. One, it's so funny talking about parental abuse. One, she had this fucking feather duster. That was brown.
Goddamn feather dusters.
Fucking hate the feather duster. But there was one time where she just got so pissed at me. I don't remember what it was for, but she's like, go to the living room, pull your pants down, lie on the floor. Usually I get hit with the feather duster like in passing.
Did you lay down with your penis up?
Stupid.
You're like, I know what mom wants.
Oh my god.
I know what mom wants.
And then your mom goes like, what the fuck?
That's how you get her to stop. But that's risky though. What if she doesn't stop?
What's the Bart move?
Bart's like, oh, I know how I'll get her.
That's a Bart move.
Double down, baby.
It's like, she didn't say which way.
Yeah, she just lay down. Pull your pants down and lay down. All right. I'll lay on my side.
Getting hit with the feather duster, obviously it hurts because it like welts up.
Fuck yeah, dude.
But like usually I always get hit like either on the arm or even on the butt, but with your clothes on, it's different when you have to like submit to like the full thing. When you have to lay down on the floor and bare your ass, and then she's doing more than one strike.
How old are you?
I might have been like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
I just remember I fucking was not walking straight for a minute.
Yeah.
17.
That's what I was hoping for.
32. So that was that one. I'll fucking feather dusters. I don't even
What
know
did you
if I'm ever
do?
I don't even remember. I only remember the punishment.
You blocked it out.
Yeah, probably. But I don't think I'll ever have a feather duster in my house. No.
Too traumatic.
Because I'm going to grab it and I'm going to whoop somebody with it. That's all I know I don't know how to clean with it. I've only been taught one thing.
It's not that efficient at cleaning.
One purpose.
That's why we don't dust.
You know what I'm saying? I've never seen it clean.
Allergies are all-time high in here and shit.
Second one was, I don't know if I mentioned it here before. For some reason, I feel like I have. But there was this one time where, again, I don't really remember what I did. I definitely was just like embarrassing my parents in front of their friends. They had guests over. I like tried to turn on the fucking music and it like blasted the speakers. The volume's way too high. I didn't know how to use it, so it just blasted music. My dad got pissed at me because it's like, you know, he's got guests in the living room. He sends me to my room. I'm like, what the heck, man? I'll get pissed. Start stomping upstairs, right?
Yeah.
And then I tried to fucking slam the door, but it was one of those things where like the second the momentum happened was the second regret already fully entered. Yeah, I was like, no, wait, boom!
I didn't mean to slam it.
And then I just, oh shit, I hope this is on Patreon, right? And fucking,
Hope my door slam was on Patreon.
you hear the fucking footsteps.
Yeah.
You hear, like, I hear my dad just like, just wait. And just fucking hear the footsteps and he comes out. I think he dismissed his guests, by the way. I think it was at that level.
Oh, that's serious.
Yeah, he like told him to leave. And because it took a minute, because I remember like waiting and sweating by myself for like 3 minutes. Fucking had them leave.
Oh,
And I
that's
heard the
worse.
stops coming upstairs. Came, opened the door, started yelling some gibberish, and then he sat me on the bed. I heard him slapping me. This is gonna sound, Social Security don't come from my parents. I love it.
Yeah.
I remember like.
There's a statute of limitations.
Social Security?
Yeah, there's Secret Service,
Social Service.
FBI, and fucking CIA.
IRS,
We have
please don't get me.
Mr. President, I have to be-
IRA from Ireland.
Don't come for them.
Yeah, please don't arrest my parents.
IRA, can you just not grab?
And also, don't come for them.
And then YMCA chill. No, but I remember him slapping me. And things I always got slapped.
Yeah.
But this time he like slapped me a couple times and a loose baby tooth came out. So and again, it's a loose baby. In retrospect, I'm like, oh, it's probably gonna come out.
But that looks crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
In the moment
No,
though.
that looks bad.
When you start like,
yeah.
having blood, and then finally my mom, who usually is like, yeah, get it, you know, he's just staying in the bed. Yeah, finally is the first time ever in my, again, this is just burned in my mind. She's finally holding his arms back as he's trying to fucking like yell at me and slap me and stuff like that. And I've got just like blood coming out.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
And I just remember that being the craziest thing.
And then you looked up and you're like, that's all you got, bitch. That's what you should have said.
Fuck no, I was scared for like 6 more years after that.
like 12 more of those babies.
I was a fucking good boy.
I didn't hear no fucking bell.
I hear a bell.
God, dude, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, no, that was literally
That's wild.
Here's how dumb it got for me. And again, I know for a fact there are way crazier situations that people have got way worse like parental stories now that I'm an adult. But I do remember, this is so embarrassing. It was time to write college fucking essays. And then, you know, I didn't know what to fucking write about, blah, blah, bullshit. Yeah. So then one time, and I have an older sister, so, you know, thankfully.
Like high school writing essays to get into
go into
college? Okay.
And then once, you know, everybody's like, yeah, just write about something, stand out. Make sure you stand out.
Oh my god, yeah, that's always what people say.
So, you know, I'm writing, and then I start, for whatever stupid ass kid reason, I start integrating that story in.
Oh no.
Trying to like, I'm like, oh, this might make me stand out. Maybe they'll fucking.
Yeah. This is unique. This is part of my childhood.
And then I'm telling my sister, I'm like, Alina, can you read this? Right? She like reads it. She's like, no. You're gonna, are you an idiot? She's like, you're gonna get parents in trouble. And she's reaming me. So I rewrote my entire essay that didn't include any parental violence.
Covered up your feelings. Good job. Covered up your feelings.
And you didn't stand out.
Worst of all,
For me.
you didn't stand out.
I got rejected. So.
To be fair, most Asians were probably writing about their parents beating them.
My most, I think, weirdest situation I got my ass beat was, so my mom's been on like a crazy nutrition tip since I was a fucking baby, right? Like, so even with like regular, instead of going to like Western medicine, if I ever got sick or even if I sprained my wrist, we're going to some acupuncturist or Eastern medicine place where we're fucking boiling scorpions at home and drinking, like just like fucking weird shit, right? So even when it came to regular food, like back in the 90s, we had this Panasonic fucking bread maker because she just felt like bread was so like it lacked nutrition.
Sonic?
So she had this bread maker where like she would like cut like put beets and fucking papaya and mangoes and shit, and then she'd bake it into this loaf of bread. I think she probably saw raisin bread and go, I know. I'll have other fruits. So we have this fucking bread that she would bake, and she would slice it, and then like when you hold it up to the light, it looks like a stained glass window. Like it's just fucking the nasty.
The idea of holding bread up to the light.
I know exactly what we're talking about.
Because you're a fucking kid, and you're like, why can't I just have Wonder Bread like everyone else? I got this
Fucking fruitcake.
And when you fucking yeah, it's like fruitcake.
My mom did that too with apricots.
When you and when you slice bread by yourself, it's fucked up. Like some of them, it's like
Because you need the serrated knife.
yeah,
too.
it's like this thick at the bottom, this thin at the. Like your sandwiches are.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So my mom's food is nasty as fuck. All of like our rice is like this super red and like dark
the beans in
purple.
it?
Yeah.
So when you're in school, you
know
try to
that-
trade your food with other kids, like
No, I just take it and I just dump it. I just take it and I just dump
You
it.
try to make it appealing, like look at the stained glass bread. You want it for that PB&J?
Yeah, it's so nasty, right? So
Bart's version
You'll
of
get
parental
made fun of.
discipline.
So
It's like
my-
she put fruit in my bread.
on my stay at home days, my mom would be like, "Here's your food," and I would look at it, I'm like, "Oh fuck," and she'd be like, "When I come home, this had better be done," you know. So like days like spring break, where we got like the whole week, she would make food like every day, and then when she comes home, she wants me to be like fucking all nutritious and shit and eat all that stuff. So when it came to lunchtime, I'll take the food out, and I'm like, fuck, how the fuck am I gonna get rid of this food? If I throw it in the garbage, she's gonna see it in the garbage. If I put it in the garbage disposal, she's gonna see it in the garbage disposal. I'm like, I don't know what to fucking do.
No outs, dude.
So I go in the backyard and I just go like this.
Over the wall.
Fucking chucked it over the wall. Over the wall.
What's on the other side?
Who knows?
This old Korean lady. I didn't even know it was this old Korean lady. I didn't know. I throw it.
If you remember, then that's not good for the story.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Great for this.
So first day, I'm like, oh, cool, shit fucking works. Second day, it works. Third, and then one time I go
Fourth
like
day.
this, and then she goes, hey, so is it you that's doing it? I'm like, oh fuck. I ran back inside, and I'm like hiding underneath the windowsill like this. And then she's like, I know somebody's there. I'm gonna come here when your mama comes home or whatever. And I was like, oh fuck.
Oh no.
That day, like when my mom was gonna come home at like 5 or whatever, I would already like get in bed, get like a hot towel. I'm like, oh fuck, not
That's smart.
I was like, oh fuck, don't feel good, something like this. So my mom comes home. She's like, oh, you don't feel good? I'm like, no, I think I have a fever. I'm gonna go to sleep.
I think I have COVID 2004.
She's like, oh no, okay, no, it's all right, it's fine. Just go to sleep. It sucks that you have a fever. I'm like, okay, thank you. And then fucking like 20 minutes later, ding dong. I'm like, fuck.
Oh no.
Fucking drop.
Yeah, the fucking Korean lady's like, hey, your son's been fucking throwing food over the wall. and my mom's like, wait, what? She goes, yeah, she just threw food over today. And then my mom comes, she goes, hey, wake up. I'm like, no, I have a fever. It's like, no, you don't. So she's like, we gotta go and see. So she rips the covers off. We go over to the Korean lady's house.
Like breadcrumbs on you, evidence is everywhere.
We go in the backyard.
Peach bread on you.
There's fucking like bean sprouts, fucking bean curds, fucking all kinds of shit all over the back. When we came back home, she beat the fuck out of me.
Imagine being on the receiving end.
Just seeing all this shit.
Food, like,
Just fucking like the broccoli. Like what the fuck?
And honestly, maybe the laziest birds ever in that neighborhood. They're like, oh no, there's better shit.
They landed there like, this isn't Wonder Bread.
hey, if the birds won't eat it,
Dude.
Dude, it's so nasty. It's so fucking nasty.
I've never seen a bird eat a bean sprout, to be fair.
Yeah, that's true.
They wouldn't do that.
they wouldn't do that. They're birds.
I can divide the 3 physical punishments into 3 different categories that I got. There was, so there's fucking submission holds, strikes, and slams.
Oh, UFC rules then.
Yeah, you're doing jiu-jitsu, bro.
So like an easy one, like and all these 3 things would always kind of knock me out. Like I would get knocked out. And then one of them was like had those like hanging chandeliers made of shells in the kitchen. And then for some fucking reason I was just staring at it. I was like 6, I couldn't resist it, and I just had to fucking slap it, and it just made a crazy ass sound. And the next thing I know, like I was just getting picked up and then slammed down, and I just went, what? And it was like a minute later, and my dad like picked me up and knocked me out.
Oh shit!
And then for submission holds.
That's where the
Better.
sacrificial style came from, probably.
Yeah, that's where the head thing came from.
Yeah, we
dad-
think it's from his dancing, but he was already given to it, so he started dancing.
My dad was pissed that I was nagging him to like, he was visiting with my aunt, and I was like, can we go? It's boring. You know when your parents are visiting with relatives and you have nothing to do? So I just kept nagging him, and he was just like, wait, hold on, wait. And he got sick of like telling me that, and then when we got home, he got a belt and tied her on my neck and just went like this.
Oh shit!
And I was just like, and I fucking knocked out there too.
Dude, Sean Connery's Bond killed guys with that.
I know. That's where he probably got it.
Holy.
Yeah.
Did you put this in your college essays, or what's up, dude?
No, I got in on the dance shit.
That's what Hitman does, dude.
Video game.
That's what Codename 47 does, dude.
Agent 47.
So that's the submission one. The strike one's the only one that's actually kind of funny, because the hardest, like my dad's hit me tons of times, but the hardest he ever hit me was, I think I was like in 2nd or 3rd grade, and I think I got scared or some shit, so I wanted to sleep in his bed, and it was just me and him, and we're sleeping, and then like I flail around a lot when I sleep, and I remember I woke up the same time I was flailing, and I felt myself like hit him kind of in the face.
Oh no.
And then instantly, I just feel him like get up, and he just went, bah! And he socked me back in my face so hard while I'm facing up in the bed, and I just remember going, and I went, oh fuck, and he fucking clobbered me while I was like,
How old are you?
Somebody
I was
call
like
the
7.
IRA.
I was like 7.
Dude, somebody call Herb Dean.
Holy shit!
Over that, like I didn't even mean to do it, and I remember him like super socking me into the bed.
Whoa.
Like-
So I have a question too.
Whoa.
So when you were that age, or like as you got older, and you would tell these stories to like your friends, would anyone else have anything comparable?
Yeah, I think at the time we did, because all my friends are Asian.
Fucking belt choking though?
Dude, that's
Till you pass out.
I got you there,
I
though.
don't think my dad ever believes that I really pass out.
Oh, he thinks
Like,
You were faking it like his fever.
Yeah, he thinks, he always like thought that I was faking it, and I think like, you know, he's just like probably doesn't even remember doing any of these things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure.
He did them so much.
Yeah.
He'll be like, which time? What are you talking about?
Quickly as possible. So yeah, not necessarily true, because unfortunately, like I'll never forget. Every Sunday we were supposed to go to the comic book store with my dad, right? And so I was riding bikes with my friends, and like I didn't remember that it was even Sunday because it's the weekend, and I was just excited as fuck, and we're all hanging out. We're way too long, like by the pond, and we would go down there and just like do stupid fucking shit. Well, on this particular day, my dad had been waiting for a while. Like he'd been waiting for like 45 minutes, and so by the time that I got home, once you walk through the door and the door closes behind you, like you kind of feel it. You know what I mean? Like the mood shifts, and it's like, yeah, it's like there's a tense thing that goes through the air, and he was like, "Holy shit, where the fuck were you?" Right? And then he looks at me, like he gives me this fucking look, like he's a little closer to me than, he's like as close to me as Nick right now. And he gives me this look. And he just fucking comes over and hugs me like super hard.
What the fuck, man?
I didn't know.
Fuck
Are you
you,
fucking
dude.
kidding me?
Fuck you.
He's like, I didn't know.
What an asshole,
This was
dude.
fucking
He's like, I didn't know. He's like, I didn't know where you were. He's like, I was so.
Don't be like our parents, please.
I was
Don't
like,
be like our parents.
like, and then, yeah, he,
No, right now. Oh God.